It's a standard Saturday morning. You throw open the windows, strip the sofa cushions for the wash, and run the vacuum over every inch of the living room rug. But in the hallway, your cat is pacing. They are sniffing the air, vocalizing toward the empty corners, and searching for a place to hide. Most of us stand back, admire the gleaming floors, and assume the home is now a better place for everyone living in it. We are observing two different versions of the same room. While the surfaces look cleaner to us, the cat is behaving as if the territory itself has become unrecognizable. By prioritizing what we can see, we have inadvertently altered an invisible landscape that the cat relies on to navigate their daily life. This illustrates the sensory divide. Humans navigate using sight and geometry, orienting by physical boundaries. Cats map their world chemically, reading a scent map of glowing markers on furniture edges. These markers are pheromones, chemical signals released from glands on the cat's cheeks, paws, and flanks. You see this when they rub their face against the leg of a dining chair or spend several minutes kneading a favorite blanket. These repetitive actions are the equivalent of laying down a spatial record. The cat is slowly building a scented architecture that overlays your floor plan. This chemical record acts as a continuous feedback loop, signaling to the cat's brain that their immediate environment is predictable and safe. When we wash that blanket or move the sofa across the room, we are physically removing that record. This diagram shows the result of a deep clean. The interconnected web of pheromones snaps, leaving a chemical void where a familiar landmark used to be. Without these familiar signals, the cat's brain processes the home as an unmapped, potentially hostile territory. The body responds with a spike in cortisol, the primary hormone associated with environmental stress. Sudden environmental disruption ranks as one of the primary triggers for feline anxiety, though it is rarely detected by the humans who caused it. Removing these invisible chemical markers forces a cat to completely restart the process of securing their environment from zero. This comparison helps explain why a perfect room can be so stressful for a pet. To create a sustainable home, we have to account for the layers of information shown on the right. Caring for a cat includes respecting the invisible structures they have built to feel secure. You can maintain a clean home by working in increments. Avoid washing every bed and blanket on the same day. Instead, rotate them so there is always a familiar scent present in the room. If you must move a piece of furniture, place a scent-marked item, like a pillow or an unwashed blanket, on the piece in its new location to provide a chemical anchor. By protecting these scent markers, you help maintain the cat's sense of environmental stability. Have you noticed your cat hiding or pacing after you've rearranged the furniture? Share what happened and how they reacted in the comments.
You finally make it home. After a full day of work, your primary focus is likely dropping your keys and reaching the nearest chair. You walk right past your cat waiting in the hallway, assuming you'll have plenty of time for affection once you've put your bags down. For us, this is a minor delay, but for a cat, the window for a social greeting is narrow and specific to the moment you cross the threshold. By treating this as a casual interaction that can happen later, we fail to meet the requirements of a specific feline social ritual. We often label cats as aloof, viewing their greetings as random or optional habits. In reality, a cat waiting in a hallway is actively initiating a deliberate social exchange with its own set of rules. When we bypass this ritual, the cat interprets our silence as a refusal to acknowledge their presence during a high-stakes social moment. Repeatedly missing these cues teaches the cat that their human is an unpredictable entity who doesn't follow the established social rules of the group. This diagram represents an entryway. Because cats are territorial, these transition points are areas of heightened social focus. When a cat meets you here with a tail-up posture, they are utilizing a specific evolutionary signal to safely reaffirm social hierarchy. While we might see an animal looking for attention, the cat is actually performing a biological security checkpoint to ensure the group is still stable. Feline social behaviors are maintained through feedback loops. When one cat signals, it requires a corresponding response to keep that behavior active. If a cat offers a peacemaking signal and receives no response, it creates a state of psychological confusion.
Over time, the cat learns that its signals have no effect on you, leading them to conclude that you don't share their social language. A cat that stops greeting you at the door isn't being spiteful. It has simply adapted to an environment where its social signals are ignored. This lack of interaction slowly erodes the cat's attempts to connect, eventually removing the greeting ritual from your relationship entirely. Restoring this social contract doesn't require a long play session or dropping your groceries the second you walk in. All that is needed is a micro-validation, a small signal that completes the biological feedback loop the cat is looking for. This means pausing for a second as you enter to offer a soft word of acknowledgement. You can also use a deliberate slow blink, which serves as a visual confirmation of safety and trust in feline communication. These small gestures prove to the cat that their signal was received and that the bond between you is intact. If you've been ignoring these greetings, the connection can be repaired through consistent new habits. Rebuilding this trust requires no equipment, only the decision to acknowledge your cat during your next interaction at the door. By consistently honoring this threshold ritual, you maintain a clear line of communication and a more reliable relationship. Try this the next time you arrive home and tell us in the comments how your cat reacts to being acknowledged.